Yeah, I did know that, but I'm hungry and my brain is fading quickly. Okay, I can risk 3,000. Can you see the difference here? So if I was only trading 20 grand, I could risk $600 per trade. But if I'm trading $100,000, now I can risk $3,000 per trade. You see the difference? So instead of risking the 600, I have a $20,000 account, and I'm going to take a trade with $3,000 worth of risk. Now, if you look at that on the surface, you're saying, well, that's just insane. But knowing I'm trading it because I've got 100 grand in the bank, it makes more sense. How long will it take to actually invest some money and make some money using the insider code? That really depends on the markets, everybody. I'm not going to sugarcoat this, okay? Look, the markets have been tough for the last 3 weeks. Okay, if you look at these weekly ranges, there is just not a lot going on here, everybody. Not a lot of trading, not a lot of breakouts. The trend has been non-existent. So there's not a lot of money to be made. You've got to get away from the thinking that you are going to go into the marketplace and every day of the week make $300 without fail. Some days you're going to have losing days. You may have losing weeks. That's why in the promotion it talks about average returns. Okay, especially in the beginning. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen that you go from zero to making $300 every single day of the week. You never have a losing day ever in your life. That's just not realistic. Especially just trading one thing. If you're only trading the British pound, that's especially in the beginning is not realistic. Okay, it's going to take some time. How much time? That depends on you. There's no way for me to give you a one-size-fits-all answer, even though I know what everybody desperately wants are these one-size-fits-all answers. That's just not the case. What happens to me if you should, quote, go out of business? Geez. I don't have any plans to go out of business. I don't have any plans to go away. That's a really good question. You know what? I will take steps to make sure that you still have access to at least the insider code. You know what? I'll give that some more thought. That's a very good question. I'm not thinking about it in terms of going out of business, but what happens if I get run over by a bus? Is this course going to, quote, let me down? You've established some, quote, high expectations for making money in the currency market, i.e. your advertising newsletter. I certainly would hope it does not let you down. Just know this. I am not going to blow smoke up your skirt. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm going to give you the real deal. Okay? And you know what? Some people don't like that. Some people are after a quick buck. They don't want to work. They really want to gamble. Now I may be able to teach you how to gamble better, but I am certainly not going to give you misinformation just to get you to keep the insider code. That's not my aim. I would expect, and what I would want, if I had a friend that said, hey, I'm going to teach you how to trade, I would expect them to give me the real information and to not lead me astray. And that's the way I look at this, is if I were sitting down with a good friend of mine, what would I want to give him? And actually, some of you who've been with me for a while know that I gave the initial course to someone at my church. He's actually a friend of mine. And I thought to myself, what would I want to give him in order to teach him how to trade? What kind of information would I want to give him? And that's how I've gone about this. So, I don't know what your expectations are. My expectations for trading are going to be way different than yours because I've been doing it longer and I'm more in touch, don't take this the wrong way, with the realities of the market. So it depends on what you mean by high expectations. If you think that you're going to come in with no